back to my channel, and if you're new, then welcome. Today's pick a card reading is an interesting one. We are going to see who is thinking about you late at night. In front of me, I have 4 different options, each with a different number. Choose the one that really calls out to you. If you need more time, you can pause the video, and if you know which one you want, you can go to the timestamp down below. Okay, let's get started. Hey, group number 1. Okay, so who's up late thinking about you? Okay, so with Temperance here, the impression that I'm getting with your person is they're currently in a place where they're trying to have moderation, like do everything in moderation and like acquire balance is what I'm seeing for themselves. Okay, so they're really trying to be more disciplined as a person. And this is funny, I'm actually getting the impression that, they're also trying to not allow themselves to think about you too much. Like, yeah, but you're definitely on this person's mind. It's possible they could be a Sagittarius, but more so than that, I feel like they come across like a Sagittarius. I'm actually getting the impression that this person is more likely to be like a Pisces. Okay, but they don't have to be with these two here. Okay, so this person's currently though caught up in confusion as far as you two go, and they're kind of wondering like what went wrong between you guys. Okay, so I feel like, they honestly, I get the impression that they feel like they're in the dark as far as like what went wrong and what, they could do to make things right with you. So a part of them is like holding on to this connection with hope that, something can happen between you two. And then another part of them is kind of like, like, what am I still doing? Like holding on to this connection. I should just let this go. Like, I'm not getting any signs from you and I feel ridiculous. Like, that's literally like what I'm getting from this person. Okay. So they're definitely, they go back and forth in their mind about this. They really don't know where you stand. And like I said, there's just this feeling of being confused and in the dark with them. Okay, so with Mars here, I'm definitely getting the impression that this person, they're very action oriented. They feel like they're very physical people. They like physical activity. They like staying in shape. And they are physically drawn to you. I mean, I do feel like it's more than that, but this definitely has like a new crush type feeling to it. So yeah, that never quite took off is what I'm seeing. But you two are definitely drawn to each other. Okay. Now this is interesting. So how they view you guys is like a sweet talker, okay? Which I think is funny because I'm actually getting the feeling that this person comes across like a sweet talker too. So maybe you guys, your conversations were real fun and flirty, but again, like something happened where you guys didn't quite take off. Okay, so I'm also getting that one of you seems to be kind of like you kind of have some drama going on in your life. This is a general reading. So for some of you, this could be you and how they perceive you. And for others of you, this is about them. Okay. Definitely getting like jock or athlete vibes though for your person. And either way, even if that's not the case, like I said, I just feel like this person likes to stay in shape. Like they're definitely have a very, even though they're coming across like their sign could be a water sign, but they're definitely a very fiery, very active person though. Okay, so I am getting the impression though that this person, honestly though, if you do end up hearing from them, I feel like they're going to have this more mature mindset. So it might have been kind of surfacey and immature, with how you guys were talking. Maybe didn't go real deep, but honestly, I do feel like, they do want to build with you. They do want to put in the work and like do what it takes to make this work is what I'm seeing. So I do feel like their intentions are pure as far as that goes. They are currently, though, like I said, like with trying to balance themselves out and moderation being key. They're also trying to honestly navigate their way through life right now. I feel like they felt a little lost in the past, or when you guys possibly at the time you two were talking, and I just feel like they're really trying to like navigate now, you know, and see like what is it they want to do, how do they want to proceed forward, like in life in general, not just with you. So yeah, it's kind of going into different areas of their life is what I'm seeing. Okay, so they have come to the conclusion though overall that they realize that they have to surrender to this connection, you know, and just kind of just see what happens, like let go of control, surrender, and really just see like where the pieces fall. And they're also like waiting for the right time to make their move, and they're not sure that you guys want to commit. Okay, so that is coming through. So this person's, you know, like I said, they're definitely in their mind like interested, but at the same time they're kind of gauging you, and they don't know that they feel like you want this too, okay? And maybe because they feel like they would have heard from you by now, or like whatever setback happened wouldn't have been the cause, you know, the cause for no communication this long. Something like that is coming through, as well as, like I said, so it's interesting. On one hand, they're kind of like waiting for a sign, anything, any indication from you. And I feel like then they want to take the action towards you. But on the other hand, I feel like they're also kind of waiting for you, you know, like that kind of thing going on. Okay, group number 1, this is who I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Group number 2. Okay, so who is up late thinking about you? Okay, group number 2. So right away what I'm seeing is that this person, you know, they could be younger than you or just kind of less mature than you, but either way, they're a very fun, spontaneous person who's very lively and kind of adventurous, you know, and I'm getting the impression that, you know, you guys, something happened and you guys didn't quite take off is what I'm seeing here. And what's interesting is this person is so naturally like a driven person that they're kind of like thrown because they're like, what? Like, that doesn't happen. You know what I mean? They're used to each area of their life like taking off. That's just like how they operate and what they're used to. And I feel like you guys, you put a halt to this for some reason, and it's just like, it's really thrown them is what I'm seeing. So part of the reason that they keep thinking about you is that they're not used to that happening. As well as the other part is they're intrigued by you guys. Like they were definitely drawn to you. In fact, in particular, I'm definitely seeing, you know, they're definitely physically attracted to you guys. And yeah, and I mean, it's more than that, but like that's initially what started this thing. But there's definitely this magnetic like attraction to you guys, okay? And they're seeing you guys to be like this source of light in the dark is what I'm seeing, as well as like shining like a star. I feel like you guys, you are really stepping into your own power. You're stepping out into the spotlight more, or maybe you're just broadcasting more. Some of you could be in the spotlight though. Okay, so either way, it doesn't matter. They are definitely like kind of like wowed by you, honestly. So they're not quite sure what to make of this whole thing though, is what I'm seeing. Like, I honestly get the feeling that they felt like things were going well one minute and then not the next. So, you know, and they weren't over this connection, so that's why they keep thinking about you. Okay, so I see though that family means a lot to both of you, and I also feel like your person is currently like tending to their home life right now, like it needs their attention. So that's pretty much, other than you, like where their focus is at. And okay, so what's interesting is they actually feel like you two could collaborate, okay, with some creative project. So I feel like this person, you guys definitely are coming across like a creative or an artist in some way, and I feel like this person is as well. So they see the potential for you two to collaborate on some creative project on top of being, you know, something is what I'm seeing there. Okay, so you guys are definitely coming across though, like whatever it is that you do, you are empowering others or serving others in some way that's really positive is what I'm seeing. And if not, I feel like you guys will be. And what goes hand in hand with that is Mercury and communication. So I feel like, you know, you guys, you might speak for a living, or you might speak as like, maybe that's your creative thing that's going on. You know, I'm just getting like something with you guys and speaking. Okay, so this person low-key actually thinks you guys could be their destiny, but they would never admit that. Like, this is a new connection. And not only that, but it's kind of like, you know, it's like one of those things, you know what I mean? Like, even if something is new, it's kind of like, and you feel it intuitively. Like, I feel like you and this person are intuitive, so it's kind of like, ooh, you know, what do you do with that awareness, you know, like when it's that soon? So they keep that on the low, but that's also like why they can't stop thinking about you. Okay, I feel like you and this person too are seeing like repetitive numbers, you know, like could be like 222, 777, or even a mixture of that, you know, like 717. I'm just getting like ones, twos, and sevens in particular, but it really could be any. Okay, so yep, like I said, you guys are definitely seen to be like a star, so they're intrigued by that. I'm also getting that some of you are coming across as being a bit alternative, edgy, a rock star like, okay, and I feel like, you know, you guys definitely went through some kind of a change, and I feel like a glow up as well. And I feel like your style and your attitude, all of it is kind of like a bit edgier, okay? I feel like you guys rock the boat a little bit more, whereas maybe before you were on the sidelines, or, you know, wanted to keep the peace more. And now it's kind of like, you know, if you got something to say, you're going to say it. And it's just you being true to yourself, you know, and stepping into your own power. I don't feel like you guys overdo it, though. I feel like it's all like, you know, it's balanced is what I'm seeing. So what's interesting, though, about all that is this person, I feel like, you know, you guys are currently in this very, like, go-getter, like, energy, and they see that you've got a lot going on, okay? And I think a part of them thinks, like, do you even have time for me? Like, do you even have room in your schedule for me? You know what I mean? And the other thing that's coming through is this person's currently in a more laid-back state of mind and being and way of being. And, you know, it's just like where you both are at right now currently in life. Like, their life doesn't call for them to be as, like, active currently. Okay, like, I hope this makes sense. Like, yes, like, your person is active, they are driven, they are goal-oriented, but right now, they're currently in a place where that's not called for, if that makes sense. Like, they're kind of in this, like, space of, like, a break, is what I'm seeing, whereas you guys aren't so much. I mean, this could be flip-flopped, you know, it's a general reading, so take it how it works for your situation, but that's the energy, though, that's coming through as far as you guys go. Okay, so, yeah, they're definitely viewing you guys like an Aries, so you could be a fire sign, but you don't have to be, but either way, it's that go-getter, like, energy where you're really hitting the ground running is what I'm seeing, and, like, really, like, just, you know, like, you got a lot going on is what I'm seeing. But I feel like you guys are crushing it. You know, you're doing it. It's just, I feel like you guys, though, you're like, oh, must be nice, you know, to have that break. Like, that's what I want. But, okay, so possible signs that are coming through for your person. It's funny because I was really trying to get the signs through these cards, but, like, none wanted to come out for you guys. So I thought that was a bit mysterious. But either way, the signs, though, that are sticking out with the other cards is they could possibly be a Cancer, Aquarius, or Capricorn. I also feel like Scorpio for some of you as well. But, yeah, so. Okay, group number 2. This is who I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Group number 3. Okay, so who's up late at night thinking of you? Okay, group number 3. So right away what I'm seeing is that the person who is up late at night thinking of you. They currently are going through some kind of a loss is what I'm seeing. Okay, I'm just seeing, and that could be in any area of life. For some of you, it could be in regards to you, like if this is a breakup that just happened. But for others of you, I'm really getting, though, that this person went through a loss, like in any area of life currently. And that they're, you know, if they feel like their world's been flipped upside down is what I'm seeing. And I'm getting the impression that now more than ever is like when they want to reach out and like communicate with you guys. And I feel like it's honestly because you're like that person that made everything feel okay. Like regardless of whatever happened between you guys, that's the impression that I'm getting. And I just see that this person's currently going through like anxiety. They might not be sleeping well. It's just like, wow, like this person's going through a lot right now, you know? And I feel like, you know, with the High Priestess here, you guys, I feel like are intuitive and that you are picking up on this. Like, I feel like this person's crossing your mind a lot and you just like get the feeling like you're going to hear from them. And then with the High Priestess, I do feel like you are going to, as well as the Eight of Fire. Like pretty soon is what I'm getting. You guys, okay, so even if you're a guy watching this, you're coming across like the Empress here. And I just feel like, you know, you have this comforting presence where they feel like, and they're really like trying to hold on to like what made me feel okay, what made everything right in my world. And it was you guys, okay? So that's what I'm seeing for that. Yeah, and they view you guys, this is really sweet, like a flower, okay? And a sunflower in particular, like you guys just, you shine with optimism and like just you ensure people, I feel like that, you know what, despite whatever is going on, it's temporary and you're going to get through it, okay? I feel like that's like your guys' comforting words or message, like whether you actually say that to people or not, I feel like that's what your energy is saying to people. So that's amazing, honestly. Okay, so on one hand, though, this person does view you as being like the opposite of them and kind of their mirror. And like, I feel like there is a part of you that kind of has that tough love and like you'll call things out as you see it. So yeah, that's interesting that's also coming through. Okay, so yeah, and I do feel like this person's currently in a place where they're kind of dreaming, like, what would it be like if you two did, like, end up rekindling whatever you had and reuniting and just basically, like, reconciling. I am kind of getting the impression that, on one hand, this person, I think, would be okay with being friends with you. Like, they're really in a low place right now and going through intense emotions. So that's like what's coming through. I do feel like they'd want more, but at this point, like they're like, I want like even the friendship back. I want to be able to talk to you. So maybe you guys honestly were friends first or something like that, because they really, I'm seeing, miss talking to you guys, okay? Like more than anything. So I feel like you guys were the friend that was always there for this person, and then maybe you guys crossed the friendship line and tried a relationship and it didn't work. Something like that is coming through for you guys with this person. So they are definitely, though, like really concerned with themselves and like, you know, just tapping into what do they need to do to get, you know, like feel better and heal and deal with all this change that I see that's going on with them, okay? They're coming across like a Scorpio, whether they are or they're not, and that honestly, if they're not, then it just represents like the deep emotions that they're diving into right now. Yeah, and then we have Pluto with transformation. So on one hand, you know, this is all like propelling a transformation within this person. And I feel like, again, that's why they feel like they want you in their life more than ever right now. Okay, so Sagittarius also came through, so that could be you guys. Either way, whether you're a Sagittarius or not, you guys are coming across like the Sagittarius, whereas they're coming across like the water sign. There could also be another person who's also thinking about you that's a fire sign, but honestly, I'm getting that That could be for some of you, but you guys are definitely coming across, though, like the Sagittarius, basically. Okay, so this person, though, they have always felt passion with you, and just like, I feel like fireworks and just excited, like a very excited energy when it comes to you is what I'm seeing. Like being in an amusement park. That's how high they felt with you guys. Okay, so this person is also coming across, though, as being like just a very curious, inquisitive, you know, person who's really longing for things to feel fun and lighthearted again and carefree. And I feel like, again, like they're remembering that with you guys. So even if you're like, what? Like we had so many, you know, like maybe you guys got into it more than they're remembering, but either way, they're coming across like they miss the good times. Like that's all they're thinking about, you know, and like they miss it is what I'm seeing. Okay, group number 3, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Group number 4. Okay, so who's up late at night thinking about you? Okay, group number 4. So right away, I'm getting the impression that this was definitely somebody new that you guys were in communication with. And then with the messenger reversed, I see that you guys are currently not in communication, or it's like something here or there, like once in a blue moon. Okay, so your person is coming across like the Page of Water. So I feel like this person has a very like creative, artistic side to them, and it's kind of like they just like flow through life and appear kind of magical to you is what I'm seeing, as well as they have a very like childlike nature. Okay, so very lighthearted, playful. They have that feeling of like anything is possible, and it gets you believing that anything is possible. Okay, so like all that's coming through for that. Okay, so as well as I see though with the messenger of air here, it's funny that I said earth because it does have an earth-like energy to it as well, especially with how, you know, it's kind of moving slow, but, or, you know, not moving, but okay, so with the messenger of air, though, I feel like when you guys were in communication, it was very, like, it's kind of like you guys clicked, and, like, it was effortless, and it was very, like, I'm getting, like, you both have, like, this charming, playful, lighthearted way of talking, I feel like, that was, yeah, it just flowed. Like I'm getting like a real flow to this connection until again, like something happened and you guys quit. Okay, so I see though that you guys, family means a lot to both of you. And I feel like that is what you are currently, both of your attention is on. And yet I do see though that you guys both come across like though there's this like feeling of wanting to make things right with each other, okay, with the justice here. And then with the call card, I feel like, you know, it's kind of like you guys do somewhere, both of you believe that, you know, you could rise above whatever it was and like have a brand new start is what's coming through with that. So yeah, that's why this person is thinking about you guys. Okay, so I feel like you guys are currently or were going through like some kind of healing from the past is what I'm seeing at the time that you were communicating with this person. And I'm also getting though that this connection definitely shares this depth of wisdom that I feel like not a lot of other, you know, relationships do. And it's because you both are like, you're both self-aware, and it's like you're working on, you know, the self-realization, you know, and coming from awareness, whereas I feel like a lot of people don't. So that's like what makes the difference. And I feel like, so not only did your guys' conversations, were they light, playful, flirty, fun, but like they could also go deep. So you have that amazing balance. Okay, so with the sun energy here though, there is definitely this theme that's coming through though, as far as like, and it goes hand in hand with this card. Kind of like where you guys are both currently in a place though of like putting yourselves first, but it's for honestly like the betterment of everybody that's involved with you guys, okay? So yeah, and then I feel like it's kind of like once you both tend to whatever it is that you need to tend to, then it's like you know, can actually entertain the idea of something more, is what I'm seeing there. Okay, so, but yeah, this connection definitely has this very revolutionary, innovative feel, and getting definite Aquarius vibes with that, as well as like expanding your guys' perception. So again, with the deepness, you know, it's kind of like a rare gem type feeling with that. Okay, so a possible sign that they could be is Aquarius. Not many signs wanted to come out for this, so maybe that's supposed to be a mystery for you guys, but they are currently viewing you guys, though, as being hard to reach, okay? So it's kind of like you guys are this, you know, this labyrinth that they can't quite get through to, is what I'm seeing. And yet they see the potential for you to be like a Zen garden, is what I'm seeing. But that's like currently the energy. As well as, you know, you guys are just coming across like you're doing you right now, you know, and so you're off doing your own thing, basically. Either way, you guys are both coming across with this earth-like energy, so I feel like, you know, you are definitely having to spend your attention on whatever requires it at the moment, and you both definitely have this like grounded, down-to-earthness about you, and yet you still, you know, feel the connection, you know, and all this, but it's like, you know, you have stuff to do. That's the current energy. Okay, group number 4, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys.